Hello and welcome back. If you're new to my channel, I'm Deirdre, and today, as promised, is day one of my zone cleaning for August. Now, if you'd like to follow along, I think that would be wonderful. And here comes the but. But please remember that everybody has different paces and different rhythms for doing things and really different homes, and whatever suits you suits you. So for me, I've changed up the traditional fly lady zone cleaning a little. I've sort of shifted it around so it fits my apartment, and even though it is an apartment, it's still basically the size of a small house. I sort of feel as though it needs a really good clean, and since, for me anyway, spring will start next month, I'm really keen to get this sort of out of the way almost, so I don't waste the spring doing things like spring cleaning. The whole purpose of zone cleaning for me is to keep your home at a really good, nice, clean, well organized, decluttered sort of standard so that you can forget about it and get on with your life. It's not about having the cleanest house in the neighborhood or the sparklingest windows or anything along those lines. It's about having it where you're comfortable with it so that you don't have to think too hard about it. And for me, this system has worked really well. I basically work on the classic sort of 5 weeks, and I zip round and I've made up my own zones so that they suit my apartment. The first zone is my entranceway into the foyer and balcony. So if you'd like to follow along and work through this month of zone cleaning with me, then please subscribe, and also make sure you turn on the notification bell. Just tap that little bell, and that way you'll get notified when I upload a video. Those of you who have been with me for a while, been here before, this rubberized surface, which is very safe, is dreadful and stains, so that needs a scrub. My plants need a good feed and water, and some decluttering out here and cleaning. That's a lantern that needs to be cleaned and moved. Mr. Hare, of course, is always around, and I'd like to put some plants in these 3 that are empty, but this is certainly due for a good scrub. Okay, now the other thing I have to do is, I don't think you can see in there, but if you know Australia, you know that we get redbacks, and I think I might have redbacks in these pots, and apart from that, they're just in need of some clipping and some feeding quite desperately. So I need to go and get some spider spray, and I don't usually use things like that, but today I will. Plus I've got some things just cluttering up down here, bits where I put clippings in there, and basically it's a bit of a mess. And there are my 2 little olives that I'm hoping, if I give them a good feed and a water, they will take off this summer and give me a nice entrance area. So this is my little foyer area, and the only thing here is a Hello Fresh box that I'm about to take down to the recycling, and I really do need to go through my shoes. And I think I said to you when I was going around looking at my apartment, this has to change. I'm sick of the visual clutter of it. It was fun for 5 minutes and now I'm sick of it. A pair of Birks there. I need to go through this cabinet because I haven't been into the bottom for a long time, and I need to move some of those books out so I can read them. So my phone is sitting there. I've got my winter blankets, which I think I'll give a good wash to, but that doesn't have to be done straight away. My vacuum cleaner charging away there happily. Now with spring coming, I want to get this smartened up as well. I have these decking tiles that I have a big stack of them there ready to go down. I need to clean up underneath them, put some plastic down, and I think I'll just roll them in grey to give them a bit of a lift, but I want to give them a good scrub first. These chairs I think can go in this table. I've got other things in mind, and then apart from that, it's a matter of feeding and prepping the plants for spring. These do still need to be split and replanted. Over here I have, oh, this was a loss. I have some irises that my neighbour gave me, which are beginning to grow quite nicely, and this little sea lavender here that is flowering very prettily. So the big job is the tiles now. I'm not hoping to get those done. They go into the project list as opposed to the zone cleaning.
I've been feeling so small, watch the clock ticking off the wall, but tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so.
Well, I've got the timer set for 15 minutes and I've just cleared a little patch for the tripod so I don't have to keep sweeping under you. Now I'm going to quickly trim these plants, then finish sweeping and move a couple of things that need to be moved.
Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars, I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me.
Well, they're all clipped and tidied up and I've got rid of all the rubbish and I've swept and I've got rid of the cobwebs and my alarm has gone off, so it's after 15 minutes. But I do want to take this time, since I'm here, I'm going to quickly feed. Well, I've cleaned it as much as I can with the latest cleaner. No, it didn't work. Well, now I've got clean stains at least, so it's pretty clean. Plants are trimmed and fed and watered, and my little hair is happily bounding across the world, and it does look better. Well, it's day 2 and that means the balcony. 15 minutes, 20 minutes clean up, and I think that's all that this is going to get today because there's quite a lot of work to be done and I just don't have the time for it today. So I'm going to show you the balcony, which doesn't look really great at the moment, but I will tidy it up and that will be the first step. I've got my spider brush out here ready to go, and as you can see I've got the stack of the tiles. I've also got another of those hanging sort of planter baskets that go over the edge of the balcony, so that's going to go in as well. That's when I'll do a bit later on. That's called plant maintenance. I think it fits into a program. It's a project rather than zone cleaning. And then I've got to clean the mirror, sweep up, tidy up, and I've got to get in on down there behind that AC unit because it's really full of leaves and really messy. I've got to
There is something we need. It's a leap of faith, a step away from the comfort zone and be a little brave. So take a look around you. How far can you see? How far do you think you can run standing on your knees? It's a beautiful world out there. Just don't pass on the dare. If you have the will and a moment to spare, it's a beautiful world out there. It's a beautiful world out there.
Well, it's obviously not finished. I haven't got the rest of those tiles down, but at least I know approximately how many I need. I just need a bit more time, and I don't have it right now, so I'm going to call it quits. I'm just about to water, as you can see. I haven't cleaned the mirror though. I really should do that. But watering is the most important, as always, and this has just got that sitting in it, but I have cleared out a fair bit, and I've certainly cleaned up a lot. And I gave these a little trim. They've got their rabbits back in them, so there are things that have to be tidied up out here. This is not definitive, and I've got those 2 empty ones that I need to fill with the by splitting these, which will be fun. Well, here we are, it's day 3, and day 3 for me means the actual inside of my entranceway. Since I've done the walkway coming up, that's all clean and fresh and everything's looked after, and I've done the balcony as much as I'm going to do at the moment because I have to fix up those decking tiles, and that will come, and I have to do some repotting, but that's not for my zone cleaning area. What I've done is I've taken away all the cobwebs, I've cleaned out all the leaves, and I've watered and fed the plants, and that fits my schedule quite nicely. Okay, so what do I have to do here in the entranceway in my zone cleaning time? Well, usual things. I'm going to do the cobwebs up there, if there are any. Not sure. I'll have a look. I'll just whiz round and see and make sure that there aren't any. I'll polish the wood. I'll clean that window, that glass. I'll clean the mirror here. And I will clean this little mirror and dust everything, dust off the tops, clean that table, and dust off this cube shelving here. Now, the linen closet's okay. It'll wait for another month for a big declutter. But I think I said to you, I think I'm still here, I said to you that I wanted to get rid of this shoe case. So I'm going to clean it, tidy it, and look at the shoes and sort of assess, which is a bit difficult actually this year because of my toe. I haven't been wearing some of my main shoes and things. But anyway, then I'll quickly vacuum. Actually, I'll vacuum before I tidy that up. I'm not going to get much dust. And that will be pretty much everything done. Okay, first thing, cobwebs.
I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town.
Okay, pair number one, a really nice pair of winter or anytime boots. Nice height for a wee bit of extra height, you can see. Now, I'll have to lighten you up a bit, it's a bit dark. How about that? There we are, that's easier. Okay, so nice height, fabulous boots. I haven't worn them this winter because of my toe, but they're most certainly not going anywhere. My gorgeous suede with the nice heel, and they are beautiful and I love them, and I'm not getting rid of them either. They're a bit of a star, those ones. They can go front forward. Now, the other pair that I have worn this winter, but not as much as I would normally, are these fabulous velvet shoes, boots rather, like a Chelsea boot. They were from, I don't know, they're Spanish anyway. They're like a Chelsea boot. They've got this great floral decoration. So I have worn them this winter. Love them. They're definitely going back. My gorgeous, gorgeous boots. God, I love these. And I have worn them even the other day when my toe was slightly less painful, and I wore these. And it didn't. They're very, very comfortable. They don't look it, but by golly, they are. So they most definitely stay. Now, these are a maybe. I'm not prepared to get rid of them yet. How about that? I'll just say they're a maybe. They've got a beautiful heel that is not as comfortable as the red ones, even though the red ones are higher. So these can also go back. These perfect, honestly, Kate Middleton worthy pair of nude pumps. Perfect, absolutely staying. Oh, these kitten heels. They have been such a stalwart, but they're a mess at the moment. They need healing and they need a new sole. I'm going to take them to my newly discovered by me cobbler and see if he can tidy them for me. So they're going to be looked at. Another pair of the perfect, never go without them, black pumps, perfect, excellent height, wear them anywhere, they're definitely staying. And same with these, great summer shoe, yellow's around again still, so happy with that, beautiful height. And the other thing I did with these is I bought them big, so my feet do not get swollen in any of these. They're all bought a size bigger, or half a size bigger than I'd normally wear, so that the heat doesn't bother me. Right, great old pair of mocks, don't need to be on display, but I'm keeping them. Pair of little sparkly sandals, definitely keeping them. And a pair of very dusty, actually these might be the things I can go into first, just a nice little pair of flats, and they are fine, and I will definitely keep them, and I will probably be able to be wearing them before long. These are a great pair of cowboy boots. I've had them for years, and I'm definitely going to keep them. Another pair exactly the same, which do need rehealing. Yeah, the blacks do need some love, so I'll send those in just for new heels. And my beautiful ones, these were Free People, I think. These Free People or Anthropology. Honestly, I can't remember. Isn't that dreadful when you can't remember? I think they were Free People. They might have been Anthropology. See, they've got a really chunky winter boot they've got this really pretty lace detail over the top, which means, you know, they just soften them and they just shrunk down. They are really great, and no, they've been well worn, but they don't need to be doctored, which is a good thing. Now this pair, helps I zip them up. Once again, I have two pair of these because they are so comfortable. They're in great condition and they're a definite stay. That's the grey. They need a bit of love. I mean, I can polish them, clean them, which is a good thing. And then here's the black version. The black's not bad either, actually. Gosh, I thought I had a whole lot to go to the cobbler, but I don't. No, once I've cleaned these up, they'll be fine. So I'm pleased with that. And there it is. That's the end of my zone cleaning for the week. It's brought the entranceway back to being smart. I won't have to do, you know, the full scrub on the entranceway again for a while. And while I have some work to do on the balcony, at least I know the plants are in good condition and ready to be zhuzhed up for spring. The entranceway is once again fresh and tidy. I've looked at the shoes. I know what I'll put away when winter's finished and spring comes in another month, and that will be rather good. I like packing things up, but making sure they're clean and fresh, obviously, before I do. And I also have more of an idea of how big a shoe holder, case, container, cupboard, I don't know what you call them, I will need to put there. I know what I want it to look like on the outside. I just haven't found it yet. But I will. I'm nothing if not tenacious. So I hope that that's a little bit of help along the way, or a little bit of motivation to think about your own home in terms of what zones you could divide it into that would work for you. But if you like doing it all on one day of the week, just do it and go for it. It's up to you. There are no police involved in this, you know, it's just entirely personal preference. You know that I believe in that. I'll be back with the kitchen is my zone 2 of this cleaning process, so I'll be back with that. And I've got a bit of decluttering to do in there and a little bit of reorganisation that I'm planning. So we'll see how that works out. So if you would like to join me and clean along for the month, then please subscribe, turn on the notification bell, you know that's important these days, and share with family and friends. Give me a thumbs up if you like this process, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.